Hello folks, and welcome back to another video. This video is about the ATP Masters event at Montreal, and this is the ATP Master number 6 of the year, and we have witnessed 5 of them earlier this year, and we have seen different winners in every of the Masters 1000 of this year. And in the year's first Masters at Indian Wells, we saw Dominic Thiem beat Roger Federer to win his first Masters. And then at Miami, Roger Federer won against the defending champion John Isner. And after that, the clay court season started, and Fabio Fognini beat Dusan Lajovic in Monte Carlo. And then after that, Novak Djokovic won against Stefanos Tsitsipas at the event in Madrid. And the last one was previously at Rome, where Rafael Nadal defeated Novak Djokovic. So this is the number 6 of the ATP Masters event, and after this one we have Cincinnati, Shanghai, and then the Paris Masters. So if you look at the ATP1000 Masters, it's the third highest ranked tournaments if you count the points. The first, of course, is Grand Slam, and then you have the ATP Finals that you can receive 1,500 points, and this ATP1000 Masters event is of high value. We have 9 of them, and by starting this tournament we have the preparation for the hardcourt autumn tournaments, and this is one of the steps before US Open. And if you look at this tournament and who has won this last year, it was Rafael Nadal. He's the defending champion, and they play 1 year at Toronto and one play another year at Montreal. So every other year they change direction in Canada. And the defending champion is Rafael Nadal, so he has 1,000 points to defend. And these tournaments is very important for Rafael Nadal, of course, because it's gonna be important if he can defend his points or at least reach semifinals. He will end up as the second seed at US Open, and that's important for the draw, of course. So Rafael Nadal is looking forward to win this tournament. He's full of confidence, and he has said in interviews that this tournament is important for him, like every tournament is when Rafa plays, even if every point, as you know by now. And at Cincinnati we have Roger Federer, where he lost the final last year against Novak Djokovic, so he has 600 points there to defend. So it's also important for him to have a good draw at US Open, because their ranking are based on the ranking points, and so far we know that Novak is the undisputed world number 1, and he will be the top seed. And then we have the second and third spot that is important for the draw, of course, and that's why this tournament is so important for Rafael Nadal and of course for Roger Federer. But it's a little bit advantage to Rafael Nadal, because if you look at the field, it's not a cakewalk to the final, but Rafael Nadal have probably Alex de Minaur in the second round, and then in the potential third round he can meet Guido Pella or David Goffin. This is my prediction. So, and in the quarterfinals he can meet Fabio Fognini or Borna Coric. And in the semifinal we have 3 names, because Rafa is a top seed in the tournament, and he's in his section. If you look at the upper section, he has Stefanos Tsitsipas on the bottom half of this top section, and then you have Augut and Kei Nishikori in the same half, in the top half of the draw. So It's not a super easy draw, but Rafa should win this one because he's the best player. And the courts of Montreal, if you look at all the tournaments, is the third fastest ATP Masters tournament after Shanghai and Paris. So this is a little bit faster course than Toronto. And I don't know, Rafael won this tournament 4 times before, so he knows what it takes to win this tournament. And he will be the huge favorite in my opinion. And his toughest opponents on his way to the final is, like I told you, it's Tsitsipas, Agut, you have K in his draw. And if you look at the bottom section, Dominic Thiem is the top seed there, and he's gonna probably meet Denis Shapovalov in the second round, and then he has maybe Marin Cilic, who has played good at Washington, even though he lost to Medvedev in the quarterfinals. He had a good run there, and in the third round he can meet Daniil Medvedev, the tall Russian, super talented guy, who is, by the way, in the final in the tournament of ATP 500 Washington. That's going to play later tonight. He's going to meet Nick Kyrgios there. So that's going to be interesting. So his way to the semifinal is looking pretty good, but we know that Dominic Thiem is not a super good hardcore player, even though he won at Indian Wells. He won the ATP clay court tournament yesterday at Kitzbühel, and that was his 14th title in his career, and he's switching now to the hardcourt season. And you never know with Dominic Thiem, he's a little bit inconsistent sometimes, and we saw that in Wimbledon, where I had Sam Querrey as a big upset alert in the first round. So, and on his semi-final section, he can meet the other third top seed there, or fourth, and if I can remember correctly, it's Karen Khachanov, and he have to meet. He's starting in the second round, and he's gonna meet the winner between Dimitrov and Wawrinka. The two old foxes, they're still competing on the tour, and as we know, Dimitrov has fallen down like a starfall, so he's starting to get out of the top 50. If he haven't already done that, I don't know what happened to me. I told you in a previous video a couple of weeks ago that Grigor Dimitrov won't win a major event again, and he started to decline now. The super talented or the baby fed is not his norm. He has not seen his full potential, that's for sure. But it's like that in tennis. It's a tough competitive sport. You can't just depend on your talent. You have to be consistent, and that's not the case with Dimitrov. So he will meet Wawrinka, who has played okay lately. He's starting to find his way back in small steps, but he will never reach his super level that we have seen him done before. And he's a three-time major champion. He has won 3 Grand Slams everywhere except Wimbledon. And I would be happy if I can see him back again in old shape, but maybe that's a little bit too much to ask. So in the potential third round, he will probably meet Milos Raonic or Aliassime. You never know. These are Canadian players. They want to play good at their home turf. And Aliassime is a super talented guy. Many people consider him as a future Grand Slam winner. I will hold that thought, but I'm not sure yet. We have to see. And in the quarterfinal, he can meet probably Alexander Zverev, but he's been off the map for quite a while. I don't know what happened to him. Some say he has problem with his coach, Ivan Lendl, and that he left him. And through the years, since he came through, everybody knows that he's capable of winning future Grand Slam, multiple Grand Slam actually. But there's something with him. He's not consistent enough. He has not the tough mindset that is necessary to win. He has only reached the quarterfinal at his most at the Grand Slam event, I think. And he have a lot of work to do. He has to find new strategies to find his game and full potential if you want to win Grand Slam, because everybody knows that's not super easy to win. And we have some good first match rounds here at Montreal. We have Wawrinka against Dimitrov. We have Milos Raonic against Taylor Fritz from America, a young lad who has played extremely well the last 2 months. I think he won his maiden Grand Slam title and he lost the final at Los Cabos, I think. Or was it against Dominic Thiem in Kitzbühel? I forgot that. But anyway, and then we have, of course, the bad boy of tennis, the charismatic Nick Kyrgios first round match against Kyle Edmund. And Nick is playing the final later tonight against Medvedev at the ATP 500 in Washington. And this 1.5 week, this week, Nick has played superb tennis. The tennis that he has captured many fans around the world with. The tennis that everybody wants to see on regular basis, not just one tournament. That's the problem with him. If he does a good tournament, he will probably won't do another one after. Back to back, I've never seen Nick Kyrgios do 2 straight good tournaments, and that's the problem with him. He's not consistent enough. It's like when he wins a tournament, he's satisfied for a couple of months, and then pops up again and surprise everybody with this super exciting tennis game that he possesses. He has all the trick shots in the book, like Federer, almost. He can do the most unexpected things, and he plays beautiful when he wants. He serves like a god sometimes. But the problem with him is his mindset, his lack of motivation, his lack of training regime, and things that surrounds him. I think he gets easily distracted, and that's why he has not been the guy we expect him to be, because he's not a kid anymore. I think he's 24 years old now, so he have to step forward now and work hard and dedicate his body and soul to tennis, so he can be one of the next superstar. Because I really like his game style. I like the unexpected and the not. You don't want to end up like a circus clown, and that's what he's gonna do if he doesn't start to deliver on court. It was similar to John McEnroe. He was the bad boy of tennis, but he could deliver. He won titles. He backed that up with his magical hands on the court, not like Nick Kyrgios, who can fall away for 2 or 3 months after a good tournament. But anyway, the dark horses of this tournament, I don't know. There are many players. Anything can happen. It's a good field. We have Tsitsipas, so of course. We have Agut, who is a solid hardcourt player. We have Kei Nishikori. We have Kachanov. We have Raonic. We have Cilic, maybe. I don't think he will go that deep, but I expect him to go to the 3rd round at least. We have Zverev. We have Aliassime. We have plenty of upsets alert and dark horses in this tournament. But in the end, I think Rafael Nadal will be the strongest man and lift the trophy. And this was my preview of the draw from Montreal. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe and leave a comment. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.